Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Stefan. This is the White Dog Tarot. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Man, it is so hot outside. Um, anyway, yeah, sorry I didn't stream the last 2 days. I was actually doing in-person readings, so I wasn't able to hop on. Anyway, it's great to have everybody. We're going to be doing some phone readings and some chat questions like we do on every live show. Before we start, hey Sophia, great to see you. The face I didn't know I needed to see. Hey Zay. Yeah, before we start, everybody, I offer private readings. They're $45. You can email me or connect with me on Instagram if you're interested. And I also have a special $15 readings. All you have to do is email me your questions, and I will send you a video file of your tarot reading. Okay. How are you guys doing? I like that emoji, Sophia. I'm not really sure what it what it is, but oh, I'm doing great, Sophia. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I'm doing great. I've been meeting with like a lot of local stores and co-ops this week that that do tarot readings or that should. So yes, so that's what I've been up to. What's going on with you? Fantastic day off in sunny, beautiful Richmond, Zay. Yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see. I do have the intention of sitting down and um developing a website, which I have yet to do. So that's on my list. If any of you ladies have any skill with that, because I definitely do not. So, oh, you went thrifting. I love thrifting. Well, I like thrifting for clothing. You want to come on, Zay? Well, you know what? I really want you to come on too for a phone reading. Because we just did one, I think we should wait. Because unless we feel like we need to pull cards on something specific, I think we should wait, truthfully. But I do really want you on. Oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. Yeah, I cut the sleeves off myself. I don't know if I did a good job. Sophia, of course you can ask a chat question. What's coming up? Sure. Um, Sophia, are you working this summer? I'm so sorry. I feel like you've told me. I don't remember if you just graduated or if you have one more year left of high school in the Netherlands. Can you remind me? Sophia, I'm actually gonna use a new deck. My dear friend Debbie, a longtime member of the White Dog Collective, She got me this deck um actually a while ago, and I've been a little intimidated by it, but I think I'm gonna try it out. I feel like my Italian grandmother was probably rolling over in her grave that I haven't been using the Godfather Tarot. So, um, okay, you got a year left. Your mom kept telling you were going on vacation. Well, you can do both. Aw, she thinks you're overworking yourself. That's sweet of her. We'll take mom's advice. Okay. All right, Sophia, you get the first reading ever with my new deck. I don't really know what's going to happen. I've never used this deck. It's a little bit different than some of my other ones. So, Zay, I um I cut my hair yesterday. I have absolutely no idea how the back looks. I have no idea. Okay. All right, Sophia. Sophia, take a nice deep breath in and out very slowly, okay? All right. Spirit, what can we tell my friend Sophia in the Netherlands? What does she need to know right now? Okay. What's coming in for Sophia? Make it 4 cards. Actually, let's start with 3. Sophia, that's so funny. I love tarot. It's like such a great feeling to be surprised and unsurprised all in one moment. Sophia, what you just said, she thinks you're overworking yourself and you need to rest. You know what card just came out? It literally says rest on it. That's the first card that came out. Um, all right, mom does know best, it looks like. So that's pretty funny. Well, listen to that. So yeah, rest. Rest and rejuvenate. Hmm. Who the heck is this? You got somebody coming to visit you. You got a visitor coming. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna pull some more cards. I think I'm gonna use this deck. I oh shit! I pulled 2 cards. Hmm. Let me get some more here. All right. Hey, have you been? Hold on. Let me withhold for a second. Okay. Have you been anxious about talking to someone recently? You might like like this is somebody you've been waiting for, like wanting to talk to. Um, I also got another message. Listen, keep your heart open as much as you can, okay? And when I say that, open as in try and be as empathetic towards others as possible, okay? And it's really easy to be empathetic to people that we love who are like going through it. Like the test of empathy is um it always is rooted in like the challenge of having to show that to people who stress you out. Can be difficult, you know. Empathy, compassion. um your intuition seems very high right now. Hold on, what did you say? You're always kind of stressed when it comes to talking to people. You did meet someone new? Interesting. Tell me about this chap. Is he older than you? I think maybe this is him. So just bear with me. I've never used this deck. I got something about a visitor. I got information about like a breakdown of some kind, an illumination. He's older than you. I think you might hear from him, and it's gonna make you anxious. Um, I think this guy likes you, wants to date you. What else can you tell me about this guy? He's very independent. Um, Pretty reliable too. What else about him? Oh, he likes you. Big, yeah, he likes you. I think that's what this is. He likes you. I think I know you said he's only a year older. He has money or he will. Like obviously if he's still in high school, he you know, I don't know how much money he could really have. This guy's got some money. Believes in like marriage, like traditional relationships. I think you're gonna hear from him. He's coming here alone for uni. I don't know what that is, but oh, for university. Is that what you meant? Hey Aurora. I would be happy to answer a question for you. Thank you for asking. Actually, that was like such a polite way to ask. I'd be happy to. Um, I can't remember if I've seen you before, Aurora. I'm Stefan. If you're new, it's so great to meet you. Where are you chatting with us from? I'm here in New York. I think you're gonna hear from this guy. He's gonna make you really happy. Try not to be too anxious about it. Looks good, but rest up. Yeah, this guy likes you. Um, he likes you. He's showing up as like he's got money or his family does. You know what? I don't know if you'll have a good outcome. Take it one step at a time. Why don't you get to know him a little bit better first, okay? So, I can tell you that I like if this is him, I like I like what I see as far as like his moral compass, you know. He seems reliable, like honest, like independent, believes in like tradition, like has like good family values, believes in like commitment. So, yeah, I like him. You know, we don't always have to worry about the outcome of something this new, you know? Um, especially at your age, my friend. But he seems like a good person who's going to be good for you, like in your life right now. And then we can, you know, let's see how it goes. Why don't you just get to know him better? But seems like a really cool dude. And I do find it funny that I called him a chap and he said he's from England. So, boys scare you? That's fair. I'm not. I historically 18, 19-year-old boys, we should definitely be using discernment on. Oh, you're from Italy? Well, it's great to have you. Aurora, were you on the show before? You were, weren't you? Oh, you're new. Okay. Well, I'm very Italian, Aurora, if you couldn't tell. Buongiorno. Hey, Liz. Aurora, what would you like me to pull cards on? Liz, it's great to meet you. I'm Stefan. Where are you chatting with us from? I'm here in New York. I do always tell you that, Sophia, and I stand by it, but hey, you know, they're not all bad apples. I just always want you to have boundaries, you know? Even somebody who's like a good person, you know, when you're that young, you know, everybody's going to be a little bit immature. So, just be thoughtful of like, you know, respecting yourself, going at your own pace. That's it. And he could just end up being a really great friend too. So, all right, Aurora says she's a Capricorn and her crush is an Aries. You have a curious friendship. Ooh, I like the way you said that. I'm curious now. I don't know how she feels now, but she rejected me last year. Now we're getting close again. What will happen between us? We're both, okay. Yeah, I understood. Okay. Yeah, Sophia, I'm always going to advocate for you to like become, well, everyone really, to develop friendships with people before we decide to like date them or sleep with them. You know, it's really important to get to know somebody. Um, only took me to the age of like 36 or 37 to realize that. So, um, that's cute, Aurora. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Well, history doesn't always mean a good thing, but that sounds really cute. Let's see what's going on with you and her. What's her name? And it's great to meet you, by the way. Thanks so much for finding my strange show. It's still lost on me how people in like Italy and like Nepal and Africa find my show. So let's see what's going on, Aurora. What's her name, by the way? Oh, totally, Liz. I'd love to pull cards for you next after Aurora. Asia. Okay. Asia. That's not a traditional Italian name. Okay. Oh wow. Well, I'm in New York. I've been to Italy, visited family. I have lots of Italian relatives. Yeah. Um, I know Italy's huge. My 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 grandmother's from Campania, and I think my grandfather's from Avellino in the south. I've been to both places. Okay. Okay. All right, Aurora. See what's going on with you in Asia. Spirit, can I get 4 cards? Can I get 5 cards for personality of Asia? Then we'll do feelings, intentions. Okay. One more shuffle. Okay. Aurora. All right, Aurora in Italy. You're welcome to tell me yours. I don't need them at all, but yeah, I'd love to know. I'm actually I'm actually a triple water sign. If you can wrap your head around that. I'm a Cancer sun with double Scorpio. Okay. All right, Aurora Spirit. Um can I get 5 cards or just overall 5? Asia. Tell me about Asia. First. Can I get a little bit more on there? She likes to text, right? Doesn't she? Um, she has kind of like a, I don't know, I get like this. I'm just pulling cards to find out a little bit like what her vibe is. She's got kind of like a tough girl thing. I don't know, I just picked up on that. Like, I'm not saying that she's masculine, but she's just very self-assured. She's also very comfortable in her own skin. Very like warm personality. Likes to make other people happy. Sometimes she puts a lot on her plate, but she does a pretty good job of balancing things out. Like she understands the value of keeping things balanced in her life for the most part. Definitely, she's definitely been through a lot of shit, that's for sure. She feels like there's something fated about meeting you. Definitely wants to communicate more with you. Trying to like reopen some kind of line of like trust. She can be a little stubborn. Not somebody fun to argue with. She kind of very very strong convictions. I'm not making a judgment on if they're moral or not, but very fiery energy. Not really quiet strength, kind of like the opposite of quiet strength. Tell me about her. What is what does she think right now? What are her true what's her true heart and emotions? I got her description on point. All right, what's her true heart and emotions towards Aurora? She likes you. Are you young, Aurora? She seems young. Younger than me. Um, she's got a lot of like feelings for you. Her feelings are young. It's like a new kind of feelings of like emotion. Kind of like a cute night, like naive energy to it. Definitely feels like there's been some struggles for sure. Like she definitely carries some of the burdens that's happened between you two. I suspect maybe what happened in the past, 20 and 21. What are her real intentions, consciously or subconsciously? Hey May, it's great to meet you. I'm Stefan. I almost said I'm new here. Well, I guess I am. I am pretty new here. I guess we're all new here. May, great to meet you. Where are you chatting with us from? I'd be happy to pull some cards for you after we're finished. We got a couple people in front of you. And yeah, for everybody new, please feel free to subscribe. I just started this show recently. This is what my show is. I do free phone readings and free chat questions. That's what my show is. You know, I started this show in February, really with the hope and intention of helping other people, you know, go through and deal with a lot of the shit that I had to go through in my life. So it's really great to have everybody here. And if anybody would ever like to come on the show for a phone reading, just connect with me on Instagram. It's listed below, and I can call you through the Instagram app. And for everybody watching, please donate to the channel. It really means so much to me. It's what keeps my show going. And it really means a lot. There's a couple ways to donate, listed below. There's also links to donate in my video description. So what are her intentions? She's got it bad for you, Aurora. She's got it bad for you. She thinks about you sexually a lot. She wants to be truthful. Like, she's got a lot of emotions. Hold on. Okay. So, listen, I don't want you to read too much into this, because I do like her, from what I'm seeing. Some of her intentions, because she has feelings for you. Listen, we all have an ego. We all hold some level of selfishness. There is somewhat an energy of her being, like, motivated by her own interest. Like, she wants to be happy. Like, her intentions are to be happy. And she understands that to do that, she needs to communicate with you clearly and work on this. But her intentions are to work on this with you. What's my sign, May? I'm actually, that's funny, I just told Aurora, oh, you're in Arizona. I love Arizona. I've been to almost every state. I'm a Cancer sun, double Scorpio, moon and rising. So yes, I am a triple water sign. What else do I want to know about her? She's ready to be open with you. I think she's also seeing things a little clearer now. Yeah, the eyes. Why do I keep getting blue, Aurora? I keep getting blue. What's her background, Aurora? Like her heritage. Who's got light brown blonde hair? Light blonde, yeah, like dirty blonde. Somebody has large lips. I think it might be you. Yeah. This is good. I like this for you. Just go slow. Take it easy, okay? There's no rush, okay? There's no rush to jump all in. This looks really good. Looks good. Hope that was helpful. You know, you do have big lips. Let's out. You know what? One card for advice for Aurora. Go for it, girl. Go for it. But listen, stay in alignment. That's really important. Okay, the advice is to stay in alignment and go for what you want. And when I say go for it, what I mean is don't sacrifice yourself or a part of who you are, like going for something in like an inauthentic way, okay? So, like, be your authentic true self. I know it probably feels good to start this up with her. Don't lose yourself or forget like your values or your worth or how you want to be treated. And don't put yourself in a situationship, okay? If it gets to the point where you feel like you need to have a conversation, be very clear with her about what you want, or be clear about asking her direct questions about what she wants, okay? Don't make assumptions about anything, okay? We always need to be open, honest up front, and I think she'll be receptive to it the way that she showed up. But and listen, guys, if we like somebody, we're afraid to ask them the important questions. How much could we really like them? Like, what are we afraid of ruining something that's not real? You should never ever feel like you have to keep things to yourself out of fear for what it's going to do to the relationship, because that's how we find out if somebody's right for us, or if somebody's going to lead us down a path we don't want to be on. That's how we find the right person. So doesn't matter how old we are. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you, Aurora. Grazie. You don't have to thank me. I'm glad it was helpful. Oh, you're so sweet. You feel lucky to have found me. Well, I feel lucky that you stumbled on my weird show, so. And Aurora, if you ever would like a private reading off air, or just want to connect, my Instagram's below. So. Okay, May. Unless Liz is still here. May, I'd be happy to pull. Oh, Liz is here. Hey, Liz. Will your boss rehire you if you apologize for quitting work on Thursday? You're so welcome, Aurora. Have a great weekend. Oh, Liz, that's tough. Let's see what we can do. Before I started this journey, which was not very long ago with tarot, my entire life was spent in like the corporate industry as like a manager. So before we pull cards, I can tell you that if somebody quit, I don't know the context, but they came to me in a sincere way. Um, in a sincere way, like to be accountable for what happened, I would absolutely be inclined to give them another chance. So what I will tell you is, let's pull some cards for advice for you. I'm not going to tell you yes or no because I don't think that's my place um, to do that, truthfully. But what I want you to do is, well, let me ask you this. Why did you quit? And why do you want to go back while I'm shuffling? And it's great to have you here, by the way. May, um, I'd love to answer your question after Liz. Thanks so much for hanging out. We can pull cards on you and your gentleman. May, would you like to come on the show for a phone reading? We could pull cards on it. I'd love to have you on. After we pull cards for Liz. All you have to do is message me on Instagram while I'm streaming, and I can call you through the Instagram app. We could probably get a lot more. Well, not probably. We always get a lot more doing a phone reading. So that's really what I like to do on the show. Chat questions can be fun, but um, I mean, you guys know things in our life are so nuanced. It's hard to get the. I'm always very careful about the advice that I give or will give, um, with certain chat questions. Because it's really important to me that I don't steer you the wrong way or don't tell you what to do, especially when it comes to like a really important decision that needs to be made. So, um, Liz, are you still with me? Okay. You're out in public, no problem. All right, we'll rain check. Liz, are you still with me before I pull cards? All right. I think we may have lost Liz. Okay. Okay. All right, May. I think we'll pull cards for. Um, Liz, are you still here? Let's get some advice here for you. Spirit, what advice do we need to give Liz about this job situation? And then May, we'll pull cards for you next. You do, May? Yeah. Yeah, I consider my aesthetic punk rock business casual. Actually, I cut the sleeves off. Used to be a t-shirt. Okay. Liz, I don't know if you're still with us, but this is a pretty clear message. Clearly you have a choice to make about this, and what I want you to consider is if this job's really like aligned with what you want, and to not make a choice out of fear. It feels like it could be, but there's a lot that you're not seeing. Okay. That's a pretty strong message, actually. Liz, if I hope you're here, and if you're not, I hope this finds you. Be confident and just go for it, my friend, okay? Just go for it. Detach from the outcome. You miss all the shots you don't take. And that's not a Rumi quote. I think that's like a Wayne Gretzky quote. But go show up the right way. If you're gonna go there, try to apologize. Show up the right way in an authentic way. Okay, May. May in Arizona. All right, you and Matthew. Let's see. May, what the hell's going on with this guy? You guys broke up? Why'd you break up? Because May, listen, I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy. And because you're new, I'm gonna say it probably for the millionth time. My intention is to genuinely try to help people. My intention is not to steer you back to like a shitty ex-boyfriend who didn't treat you the right way, okay? So I want to make sure that this is like a good guy. Yeah. Well, May, listen, it's funny. I actually just watched a really interesting interview with like this really famous um psychotherapist who's like a couples counselor. Arguments are like healthy in a relationship. You want to make sure that they're productive. The hardest part is seeing someone else's point of view and moving past the part where we have to be right and they have to be wrong, because not everything's always black and white. I mean, listen, if he's treating you bad, he's lying to you, that's a different story. Um, but what you, and we're gonna pull cards, but what I want you to ask yourself is what were the arguments about? Um, and were one of you just like not willing or receptive to hearing what the other person had to say? Because if somebody is not willing to um at least change their perspective on how to approach things, that might not be somebody that's going to be a great partner. You know, like one of the best parts of relationships is it's accepting other people's differences, so you guys can grow individually. You know, we're all different people. People who never argue, that's actually like a red flag, because no two people are the same. Someone's or both people are clearly just hiding really how they feel to try to like keep things peaceful, and that's not healthy either. You're being clingy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, we all come in to relationships with stuff that we need to work on individually. And I don't know how you came at him, but um I would imagine, May, that it came from a place where it comes from a lot of us, like past hurt, um like feeling afraid that somebody's gonna like break your heart because of past trauma with relationships. um and again, I don't know what you did. I don't know what, when you say clingy, I don't know what that means to you, but I can tell you that you expressing how you felt, like in a sincere way, was the right thing to do. And if he couldn't receive that, you should not take that personally. um so yeah. And May, just remember, someone else can't fix us. It's not their job. We really need to heal those parts within ourselves before we can have a healthy relationship, okay? Because if you guys, let's say, got back together tomorrow, some of that stuff that maybe you're holding on to, that may or may not have anything to do with him, that's not going to go away. It takes a time to work through that stuff. So I want you to, regardless, try to shine a light if you can on where it comes from, um, so you can understand yourself better. It's really important. I mean, guys, I mean, handsome tarot readers are one thing, but I'm always going to advocate, always, for us to take the first route, which is like therapy if we need to, okay? Because I'm not a therapist. I've just had a lot of toxic relationships, and it took me a long time to finally see it and like heal and also value myself enough to understand what was good, what wasn't good for me. So, um, and May, that's just Stefan advice, okay? You're not obligated to take it, um, but it's advice that helped me. So let's see what's going on, all right, with Matthew. And I know what you're going through. What I want to say too is don't punish yourself, okay? We're so addicted to like punishing ourselves over and over and over again for like one mistake, okay? There's a good chance that even if you didn't respond a certain way, that this could have inevitably happened. So I don't want you to blame yourself because it doesn't sound like you did anything shitty to him. Except like express some vulnerability, which I'm proud of you for. Okay, I don't know how old this dude is, but a lot of people don't know or aren't ready to take it there. But and you want to be with somebody who is, if you're ready to, because that's how you feel safe in a relationship. That's how most of us feel safe in a relationship. Okay. What are Matthew's thoughts? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter per se. I mean, age and maturity are two parallels that very infrequently converge. So, well, I'm not young anymore either. I'm 37. It took me a long time to figure out a lot of this stuff about myself. So, all right, what is Matthew's thoughts about May and the connection? Yeah, he's super defensive. He feels like there's been a lot of fighting, which what are his what's his heart and emotions towards May? And it's great to meet you, May. This guy's kind of dramatic. Um, what are his real intentions? Um, future actions. Okay. Can I trust this guy? Can my friend May trust this guy? All right. All right, let me get comfortable for this one. All right, May, I'm gonna, a quick preamble. I'm gonna tell you what I see, but ultimately, I'm not a psychic and I'm not judge, jury, and executioner on your life, okay? So take what you can, and I'm sure this might speak to your situation a bit. I want you to trust your intuition, and I want you to trust yourself and your own judgment um, from a sincere place. And a big part of that is trying to heal ourselves so we don't need approval from other people, so we can actually like make the right choices for ourselves and not from a place of feeling like we're not good enough for somebody, so we need them. Okay, I'm just gonna start there. His feelings for you are strong. He reminisces about you a lot. He thinks about a lot of good memories with you. But there's also kind of an energy of like him feeling for like in this moment like it's over. But he thinks about you a lot, okay? Um his intentions um is to just carry the weight around of this, like kind of unnecessarily. Like he's gonna bear this for a while. Like you're gonna be on his mind for a while. But I mean, in perpetuity, he wants things to go well with you. That's his intentions. And just remember, guys, people's feelings, actions, intentions frequently don't match. Okay, we know that people are complex. All right, somebody can be madly in love with you and have the intention to tell you, but never fucking do it. Excuse my language. You know, that's not a hot take. So, um, his next move, this is going to be too much for him after a while because you're going to be living in his head just constantly. His intention is to come back to you enthusiastically and like with new energy to offer you something that he's trying to present as like a new opportunity for something long term, okay? But I don't trust him, okay? I do not trust this guy. He's going to come in very sincere. He has feelings for you. But part of it, him coming back, it's like an energy of just feeling kind of wounded and like missing you. May, listen, again, you're in control. You have free will, okay? Sometimes we need to learn and experience the mistakes ourselves, to learn the lessons. This is going to happen again, okay? This guy's going to walk out on you again. The second things get a little tough. The second things stop being in like honeymoon phase. This guy's so not in touch with his emotions. He's very emotionally immature. And any kind of conflict. And when I say conflict, that could be like you trying to have an honest, open conversation with him. It burns him out, and he's just going to walk away again, I believe. So, with that said, I can't tell you what to do here, and I won't. I won't tell you what to do. But what I would say is, 1, don't reach out to this fucking guy, okay? 2, he will absolutely reach out to you. I don't know when, and I don't want you to sit around and put your life on hold waiting for this guy to come back, okay? I don't want you to do that because that's not going to serve you, okay? And 3, when he does, and this guy's going to put on a real nice, like, show, and I'm not telling you that it's not sincere, because I actually think it is. But when people are sincere in the moment, again, feelings, intentions, and like who people actually are, how they respond to like external things, I would strongly advise you, May, strongly, like, I would suggest that when he comes back, and he will, I don't know when, that how you approach that first conversation could literally determine the course of how this relationship plays out. So when he comes back and says he wants to try this again, whatever, I would say, hey, listen, I recognize some of the things that I really need to work on, that I can do better. And that's not on you, it's on me. But can I trust you when we do have like an open discussion or things get a little difficult, that you're not just going to run off again? Because to me, I'm worried that you might do that. And I don't want to trust, like, I'm not going to trust you with my heart again, if that's what you're going to do. Because this guy needs to be able to understand, he needs to understand where your fear comes from. And if he really loves you and cares about you, he'll be receptive to it. But you in turn have to be receptive to how he feels, as long as he's being like genuine about it and not trying to like be punitive or make you feel bad. But I would just tell you to ask him the hard questions. And it's really for yourself too. it's so you can have answers to the hard questions, so you can make the right choice for yourself. Because it's exhausting to break up with somebody, get back with them, and nothing changes, okay? So you really need to think about who he is as he is now, and if that's somebody you feel like you can have a long-term relationship with. Something like a really amazing therapist who does couples counseling said that I watched, we want to project the future like it's going to be perfect and like things are going to be so much better. A more accurate projection of what it's going to be like with somebody in the future, like when it comes to conflict, is how you interact with them now. Okay? I know that's kind of like a weird thing to say, but I want you guys to really consider that, what I said. It's much more telling how you're going to communicate and deal with conflict and argument with somebody. Let's say if you happen to make it with them and you're with them 2 years from now, how the two of you deal with it currently. And I know it's kind of scary, but you're going to be fine, May. Listen, you have to put yourself first, and you got to have love for yourself, okay? You don't need anybody to feel whole or happy. People are brought into our lives to make our lives better, like not to be our happiness. We have to find it within ourselves, and we have to learn to like forgive ourselves for our past mistakes and use good judgment on whether or not people are right for us. And it's not easy. It's a learning process, but I know you can do it. I know you can. You just have to have the courage. And you got to believe in yourself. And know that, if something doesn't work out with somebody who may or may not be right for you, you got to trust that you're making the right choice so someone better can come in. I hope that was helpful. Okay, guys. Just remember, you either grow with somebody or you grow apart, and you can't make somebody change. It's a lot easier to have a relationship with somebody where you're happy with who they are, that like as they are. You can't be with somebody and tell yourself, oh, like if only they would change this about themselves, maybe I can help them do it. That's not healthy, and that's not good. You're asking for trouble. So, thanks, May. You're great. Arizona's very lucky to have you. And if you ever would like a private reading, just connect with me on Instagram or through email. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the day. But it was great to have everybody on the show. And when am I going to stream next? I'll probably stream on Tuesday. So, yeah, and anyone tuning in, please feel free to connect with me off air on Instagram or email. If you'd like a private reading, they're $45. And I hope you guys have a great Saturday, wherever you all are in the world. So, and thanks to everybody new. So, okay. All right, bye, guys.